Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. A government shutdown is looking increasingly likely as Democrats and Republicans remain deadlocked over health care policy. Republicans are pushing a short-term funding extension to keep the government open past October 1st, but Democrats insist any deal must preserve enhanced Obamacare subsidies that lowered premiums during the pandemic. Those subsidies, set to expire in 2026, help millions afford coverage, and Democrats argue action is needed now before open enrollment begins next month. Republicans say they're willing to debate the issue later, but not as part of a shutdown fight, leaving both sides at an impasse as the deadline nears. The Trump administration is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to uphold an executive order ending birthright citizenship for children born in the country to parents who are in the U.S. illegally or temporarily. Lower courts have blocked the order, calling it unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment, which guarantees citizenship to nearly all born on American soil. Solicitor General D. John Sauer argued the rulings undermine border security, while the ACLU says the policy is plainly unconstitutional and vowed to fight it. The justices could issue a definitive ruling by early summer. The Social Security Administration says it will stop sending paper checks to most beneficiaries starting September 30th, ending an 85-year tradition. Nearly 70 million retirees will now receive their payments through direct deposit or prepaid debit cards, a move officials say will boost efficiency, security, and save money. Treasury figures show paper checks cost 50 cents each compared to 15 cents for electronic transfers. Recipients are being urged to switch to electronic payments ahead of the deadline to avoid disruptions. Amazon has agreed to pay a record $2.5 billion settlement to resolve Federal Trade Commission allegations that it misled customers into signing up for Prime and made cancellations difficult. The deal ends a 2-year legal battle and includes $1 billion in civil penalties and $1.5 billion in refunds to roughly 35 million customers, the largest civil fine ever in an FTC case. Regulators accused Amazon of using subscription traps, while the company, without admitting wrongdoing, said it remains committed to customer satisfaction. The settlement also requires Amazon to clearly disclose Prime's terms and make cancellations easier. Diet Coke is bringing back a fan favorite. The lime flavor is making its comeback for the first time since it was discontinued in 2018. Coca-Cola announced the nostalgic drink will hit shelves nationwide October 6 in 12-ounce cans and 20-ounce bottles, but only for a limited time while supplies last. First launched in 2004, Diet Coke Lime returns with retro neon-inspired packaging, part of the company's push to tap into early 2000s nostalgia. Fans quickly took to social media to celebrate the news, with Coca-Cola noting it has also recently revived Coke Lime and Retro Diet Cherry Coke for limited runs. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Heading into the city? Don't even think about driving.
The T is by far the best value in the city.
Park with ease at one of the many MBTA lots or garages with rates that beat anything in the city.
You just have to tap your phone or contactless card and ride. No machines, no stress. It's modern, fast, it's easy.
And the best part, you get dropped off steps away from where you want to go.
Hop off at Park Street, explore the State House, Boston Common, and the Theater District.
And don't miss a concert at the Orpheum.
Ride smart, ride the T.
So many reasons to get on board.
Welcome back. The new Registry of Motor Vehicle Service Center in Braintree is now open at 60 Columbian Street. The updated location features 17 customer service counters, a dedicated area for commercial customers, and will continue to offer road tests in conjunction with those at the Granite Street site. Registrar Colleen Ogilvie says the move is designed to improve customer service, accessibility, and safety while also providing residents with a convenient spot to apply for real ID credentials. The new R&V branch will be open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Braintree Police will host Coffee with a Cop on Wednesday, October 1st at Honey Farms Market on Granite Street. The event runs from 9 to 11 a.m. and offers residents a chance to meet and chat with local officers in an informal setting over coffee. Police say it's an opportunity for neighbors to ask questions, share concerns, or simply say hello. No speeches, just conversation. The iconic pink Hello Kitty Cafe truck rolled into South Shore Plaza on Saturday for a one-day stop, drawing fans to celebrate Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary and the cafe truck's 10th. Visitors lined up for themed treats and limited edition merchandise, with many eager to snag collectibles marking the milestone. To see where the truck is headed next, fans can visit sanrio.com. The Chinese American Association of Braintree hosted its third annual Mid-Autumn Moon Festival over the weekend at French's Common, drawing crowds for an afternoon filled with cultural performances, traditional food, games, and family-friendly activities. The free event featured more than 50 vendors, while the highlight of the day, the vibrant Lion Dance Parade, stepped off at 2 p.m. A raffle awarded 2 scholarships to the 2026 Youth Leadership Academy, donated by the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office. Attendees were encouraged to bring canned goods to support the March Christmas Center's food pantry. The town of Braintree has announced a flu vaccine clinic for residents. They're urging everyone in Braintree to protect themselves and their community this flu season and stop by Cahill Auditorium at Town Hall on Sunday, October 5th to get your flu vaccine. The family clinic is open to adults age 18 years and older and students in grades 5 through 12. Services are provided on a first-come, first-served basis, and don't forget to bring your health insurance cards. The town urges everyone to stay healthy and get vaccinated. Food Truck Wednesdays in Braintree are sticking around a little longer. The South Shore Food Truck Association says the weekly event at Highlands Playground on South Street will continue through the end of October, giving residents more chances to enjoy meals and drinks in the crisp fall air. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Well, October is almost here, and that means the Booktober Library Crawl will start soon. Pick up a passport at their public library and then go explore other libraries in the Old Colony Library Network. Remember to get your passport stamped at each library you visit, including ours. This year, the Library Crawl runs from October 1st through October 31st. Participants who visit 5 libraries and collect at least 5 unique stamps on their passports will instantly earn a certificate of participation at the 5th library they visit. Last year, I only made it to 2 other libraries, so this year I hope to do better. The Booktober Library Crawl is free and fun for all ages. Visit malibraryroadtrip.com/OCLN to plan your adventure today. Their public library's English Conversation Circle group stopped meeting over the summer, but weekly meetings will be back on Saturday afternoons starting October 11th. Conversation Circle isn't a class, it's an informal gathering for English language learners to chat, share experiences, and improve together. While it's best for intermediate to advanced learners, beginners are welcome to practice English language and conversation skills in a supportive and friendly environment. It's free and open to the public, no registration needed. And October also means Halloween fun all month long. Join Miss Elizabeth in the children's room for stories, songs, movement, and crafts, starting with Monday story time at the mall on October 6th at 10:30 a.m. Find Miss Elizabeth at the South Shore Plaza play area near the food court the first Monday of every month. Enjoy a spooktacular time at the library during Trick or Treat, Signs and Sweets on Wednesday, October 29th. This popular annual event is tons of fun. Drop in between 5 and 7 p.m. to visit stations in the children's room, where kids of all ages can learn a Halloween-themed sign in American Sign Language from teen volunteers and earn a sweet treat. The Halloween fun continues in Logan Auditorium, where we'll have games and a mini dance party to get everyone in the spooky spirit. Costumes are absolutely welcome and encouraged, but not required. And even our local authors are getting in the Halloween spirit. At Mocktails with local fantasy horror authors, a panel of 3 local authors, Jennifer Safrey, Nick Bythrow, and Carla Dash, will talk about their new books and their writing and publishing experience on Tuesday, October 14th, 7 to 8:30 p.m. You can register for the event on our event calendar or just drop in. You can also support local authors and read local at these additional upcoming events at their public library. Coffee with Local Authors on Saturday, October 4th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This is a panel discussion on writing and publishing with Paul Yavino, Neil Leibowitz, and Rich Feidelberg. Light refreshments are provided. There is a virtual option available. Advanced registration will be required to receive the Zoom link. Then we have our local author book fair coming up on Saturday, November 8th, 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. The TPL Writers Group will present the 3rd annual local author book fair at their public library. 10% of the proceeds will benefit the Friends of their public library. For more information about these events or to see many more upcoming events at the library, visit www.theirpubliclibrary.org/events. You can also call the reference department at 781-848-0405 or email referencedesk@braintreema.gov.
Sounds like a lot of spooky fun this October. Thank you so much for sharing all those events happening at the library. Again, that was Lori Kavanaugh from Thayer Public Library. Now, back to Braintree Today. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Dorchester native and movie star Mark Wahlberg will be back in Massachusetts in October to shoot a new movie. Filming is scheduled for part of Grafton Street in Shrewsbury on October 8th. Local manager Mark Fitzgerald told the town's select board on Tuesday about the news. Speaking on behalf of Apple Studios, which is producing the film, Fitzgerald said, quote, "It's a great story. Mark plays a long-haul trucker whose son has autism, and they do a bunch of road trips to bond. They go to all the NBA arenas," end quote. According to IMDb, the film will be called Weekend Warriors and is based on a German film about a similar journey with English Premier League soccer teams. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is listed among the movie's producers. Survivors of clergy sexual abuse and their advocates gathered outside Quincy City Hall Friday to condemn recent remarks by Mayor Tom Koch. The protest came after Koch, in a radio interview, said the church's abuse scandal was, quote, "mostly homosexual issues, not pedophilia." He later apologized for the comments but also defended it with statistics at a school committee meeting. Demonstrators displayed photos of victims and urged Koch to meet with survivors directly, saying his remarks perpetuate stigma and minimize the trauma of abuse. Koch has since repeated his apology, but advocates say words alone aren't enough. Cornerstone of Weymouth is raising money for Alzheimer's research with a community raffle now underway. Tickets are available at the Senior Living Community's front desk on Washington Street through October 10th, with all proceeds supporting research and programs for families affected by the disease. Executive Director Jean Nort says the effort is part of Cornerstone's support to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, a cause close to many residents and staff. Winners will be drawn October 10th, and participants do not need to be present to win. Weymouth High School will host the 9th annual clothing giveaway on Saturday, October 4th, offering free secondhand clothing for all ages from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the school's maroon cafeteria. The volunteer-run pop-up, which began as a project among local moms, collects donated baby, child, and adult clothing, footwear, and accessories in good condition. Donations can be dropped off Friday afternoon with leftover items distributed to charities or sent to textile recycling. Organizers say the event not only helps families refresh their wardrobes, but also keeps textiles out of landfills. Weymouth will host the Water Lantern Festival at George Lane Beach on Saturday, October 18th, starting at 4:30 p.m. The nationally recognized event, voted the #1 festival by USA Today, features hundreds of lanterns lighting up the ocean in a dazzling display. Tickets are available online at waterlanternfestival.com, and organizers say the evening offers music, food trucks, and more. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now here's some new movies you won't want to miss. First, The Strangers Chapter 2. The Strangers are back, and they're more brutal than ever in the chilling next chapter of the iconic horror franchise. In a terrifying twist, the masked killers discover that Maya, played by Riverdale's Madeline Pesh, has survived their initial onslaught, and now they're determined to finish what they started. With no safe haven and no one left to trust, Maya's thrust into a relentless game of cat and mouse. As the strangers, fueled by an unexplainable and merciless drive, return to hunt her down. You can watch The Strangers Chapter 2 in theaters now. Up next, Taylor Swift, the official release party of A Showgirl. Step into the spotlight as the life of a showgirl comes alive on the big screen during its official release party, hitting theaters for a limited time only from October 3rd to the 5th. Fans will be treated to the exclusive world premiere of the highly anticipated music video, The Fate of Ophelia, along with never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage from the shoot. The cinematic experience also features brand new lyric videos and intimate personal reflections from Taylor herself, offering a rare glimpse into the stories and emotions behind the songs on her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl. Taylor Swift, the official release party of A Showgirl, will be in theaters this Friday. And finally, The Smashing Machine. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson takes on the title role and transforms himself into mixed martial artist, former amateur wrestler, and UFC champion Mark Kerr. The film follows him as he reaches the peak of his career in the late 1990s and early 2000s, but faces personal hardships along the way. The film stars Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, and Ryan Bader. You can watch The Smashing Machine in theaters on Friday, October 3rd. That'll do it for news today. Don't forget, Verizon customers can now watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128 and on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.